Live from the K-SLU studios in the heart of Midtown, this is BT Sports with Bobby Stillwell and Tim Shagrew. And now, K-SLU's leading sports program.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is BT Sports. As always, I'm Bobby Stillwell.
And I'm Tim Shagrew.
And we've got some exciting sports news to talk about this week. Coach Travis Ford being hired at SLU, and we'll have more on that later, as always.
And no surprise.
No surprise.
Colin. Seconds.
I know, first 25 seconds. Well said, my friend. Well said.
But we love him.
We do love him. So, no, we're moving on. We're going to start on the Cardinals, which the Cardinals this week are having their... Oh boy, that phone.
Yeah,
nice.
Looks like we're gonna have a busy week.
Looks like we may. Cardinals today are playing their home. They're not their home opener. It's opening day for Major League Baseball, and the Cardinals are at Pittsburgh. And Adam Wainwright got the start today.
Yes, he did.
Which I'm really excited about. And Matt Holliday got the start at first base today.
Yeah, which was.
But then the right fielder, I forgot who was in right at that point, had an oblique strain, and so they moved Holliday to right, Adams to first, and then they put Matt Adams in at first.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see a big city blast later on.
Yeah, we'll need some of that. Currently, we're sitting at the bottom of the 8th, and the Pirates are leading the Cardinals 4-0.
Actually, to me, that's the end of the 8th. It's going to be top of the 9th. So we've got this is our last chance to make something happen.
Yeah. And then Wainwright, started the game, pitched through 6 innings, and then
6. Who came in to relieve?
Looks like. Oh my, these phones are ringing. Looks like.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you can't figure it out who was coming in to relieve.
Manis or O? Looks probably O.
Yeah. O came in, and then they brought Manus in to try to help him out after the fact.
But they only got one more inning to try to seal the deal. Doesn't look too promising, but
not today. But that's baseball, though.
Yeah, and then when is the
home opener? Yeah, let me see when the home opener. No, it's gonna be it's a Monday. I know it's a Monday.
Okay, I think it's a week from tomorrow, maybe.
I think it's a week or 2 weeks from tomorrow at least. Let me get the schedule going here. Come on, we're waiting on the computer here to load. You know how that is, Timmy.
Yeah.
Computers take forever to load.
Holy cow!
Man, holy cow! That's a record for number of call-ins within the first part of the show.
302.
Timmy, how's your Windows computer beat my Mac?
I don't know. It's the beauty of Adele.
The beauty of Adele. Yeah, right. Oh, well.
Checked.
Yeah. I'm helping Timmy out with pulling it up right now since my computer does not want to cooperate at the moment.
And it looks like.
Oh, I know what it is. I've got a frozen tab.
A week from tomorrow, they play the Brewers home at 3:15.
Okay, so a week from tomorrow?
Yeah. So Monday, April 11th will be the Cards, the home opener.
Man,
which we'll have to hopefully. I know.
Hopefully it works out to where we can watch it again.
Yeah, I know.
At least the opening day ceremony.
Briefly talked about it because I'll be busy until 2:00, but we might be able to
make an arrangement to do it.
Yeah, That's definitely one of my new favorite St. Louis traditions.
No, it's awesome. I mean, opening day is one of the best things ever. I can already hear the Budweiser theme and hear Clydesdales run the warning track.
That time of the year.
See them run the warning track anyway, yeah. Only in St. Louis will people get up and clap and dance.
To the Budweiser theme
song. Budweiser theme song.
Yeah. And so it looks like the Cardinals play today in Pittsburgh, have a day off tomorrow, and then finish out the series Tuesday, Wednesday. Then they go to Atlanta to face the Braves. So they start off with 2 series, first in Pittsburgh, and then in Atlanta, and then come home for 3 series in a row.
Yeah, so we're home against
nice home stretch for about.
So the opening series is the Brewers, then they play the
Reds,
and then the Cubs.
And the Cubs.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a good series.
That'd be a fun one. Yeah.
Those dirty, rotten, stinking Chicago Cubs. We'll take your calls in the bottom of the hour. We always take them in the second half of the show.
You got 26 minutes.
We love them though. So it's been really it's the Cardinals game. I mean, yeah, it's not the best in the world, but
yeah, we've been following it along.
At least the Blues play tonight, and you know what? They're coming off a 1-game losing streak, but I think they can pull off a win tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, Tuesday I had the privilege of being at the Blues game.
Where they got the win.
SLU AMS, American Meteorological Society, had a group outing so we all got tickets and stuff for the game, and it was pretty fun. It's awesome. Plus, I pulled out St. Louis Game Time. It's a fan produced program.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a really funny satire publication.
Oh yeah.
And some of the things in there are just hilarious. I was rolling reading it.
What is it? Game Time.
St. Louis Game Time.
Huh.
Well, there used to be
Check it out.
I forget what the old one used to be called. I think it was Game Night Review or whatever.
Yeah.
But then after the lockout, they didn't resume it, the publication. And so a lot of the former GNR staffers formed St. Louis Game Time, which continues to this day.
Yeah.
It's really funny though. It's one of those, like I said, it's fan produced. It's kind of more of a satire, humorous play on all that stuff. But no, really good game. Couple power play goals for the Blues.
Oh, nice.
One goal at full strength, and the only Avalanche goal was when in the first. So we scored, I think, the first minute of the first period. we got a power play score and scored.
Who is that? Do you know who got the goals then?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here.
Senko got one.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. Hold on.
Backus.
Yeah, Steen got 2 assists on the night. He came off the injured reserve and got 2 assists on the night.
Oh wow.
Assisted by number 20, Alexander Steen. And then the whole stadium, my bad. The whole arena is just, you can hear, it is deafening in there.
Happy he's back.
Yeah, I mean, we were cheering for Steen when he got into the starting. He was actually one of the starters on the first line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it was pretty interesting at least. Do they have a box for this one? It's game notes, but it was
I don't see the
either
box.
way.
It says Backus, Brower, and Tarasenko were the ones that got.
Well, I know Vladdy was probably the third goal, so that would have been the third period.
It says popped in his 36th goal.
Yeah, Vladdy. I know Vladdy was later in the game.
Okay.
And then Brower was the second goal, so Backus was probably the first. No,
Okay.
Backus was the second. Brower was the first.
Oh, okay.
I know Vladdy. Yeah, that's what it was.
They're both, and those were the two. Those both were the power play goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and like I said, and that one at full strength was a beauty.
Yeah.
He just got it right. He just got it right in the Avalanche zone and
just fired it in.
just fired it right. There's a little hole. He fired it where the guy wasn't. Go! And the goal horn's going off and everything.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then I think Steen ended up being the second star that night or something.
Really?
Yeah, they do the 3 stars of the game.
Tarasenko the third or the 3-star?
I don't know who the stars were that.
Or Steen. Oh, you said Steen was second.
I think Steen was second star. Yeah.
It
It doesn't say here, but it's not that hard to find it.
Where were your seats? Pretty good seats. Then?
No, they were nosebleeds.
Oh yeah.
But there's not a bad seat in the house at Scotts.
No,
right?
yeah. That's the only time I've been there. I've been nosebleed seats, but it's still. I mean, it was for a Blackhawks.
No, it's a Blues Avalanche.
No, I'm saying the time.
Your game was a Blackhawks Blues.
But
I can only imagine
even
how good that was.
nosebleeds. They're wonderful seats. Great.
Yeah, I'm about to say there's not a bad seat in the house at Scottrade.
No, for sure. Had you been to any recently besides this one?
No.
Yeah.
Last Blues game I was at was whenever they were giving out free food to try to get people in there when the team wasn't playing too hot.
So it's been a while.
And that was 2007 or 8.
Now they're doing just fine.
Well, you got Stillman who owns them.
Yeah.
And they're really taking a liking to it, and they're really taking care of the team. I had a friend of mine who was listening to the game on the radio, and he said that about the third period, he heard Kroenke sucks on the. And
Really?
I'll give you the story behind it. Somebody in my section I was in, the whole game we'd been talking to some other guys about it, and some completely different guy started chanting Kroenke sucks when we were up 3-1 at about 6 minutes left in the third, and the whole arena started chanting Kroenke sucks.
Really, that's awesome.
Again, and I'm going, yes, I was there to hear Kroenke sucks, and I participated
That's hilarious.
because his wife owns a stake in the Avalanche. That's why we were chanting it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, the big highlight was what's his name? Elliot Moose.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot's shutout streak ended. Yeah, listen, a franchise record of 258 minutes 29 seconds shutout.
Jeez.
And Elliot's personal record was 198 minutes and 12 seconds. Think about that. So we have a franchise record for shutout now.
Yeah.
For shutout streak. And hey, after that goal went in there, we all were hollering Moose, Moose, yeah, because he done something really cool, and he even said, I didn't expect him to chant Moose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be. It sounds like for multiple reasons would have been an awesome game to be at.
For sure.
And then he's quoted saying, after he got the goal let in, It's
Yeah.
almost like the pressure is off now. You let the goal in, and you can move on from the streak to try to start another one.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. Well, I can't pull up the link right now. My computer is having a lot of problems with frozen tabs lately.
Huh.
I
You
don't
should
get it.
invest in a Dell.
Zip it to me. No, I've got it now. Yeah. No, but it was really cool. Yeah, so anyway, what happened was Moose, we all chanted Moose. What did he say here? Yeah, fans cheered and called Moose after the goal, and rightfully so. Elliott's individual shutout streak concludes 74 consecutive saves and 198 minutes, 12 seconds.
And now he's working on his next one now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know Elliott said something about he didn't expect to hear us chant, all the fans chanting Moose after he let that goal in.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
No, I mean, hey, we know you. We know you work hard, and we respect that. So
Oh yeah.
that's why we're all chanting Moose for you. Moving on to some more important news. What are we going to next now? Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to that now. Yeah, good call, Timmy. We're moving on to this week's.
Fireball.
This week's Fireball goes to Jackie Kemp, who is the first
Rightfully so.
player in women's basketball history here at SLU to be selected as All-America honorable mention.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
she's only a sophomore.
and that's the first All-American anything in women's basketball history.
Yeah, that's
So fans, Bill listeners, if you missed out on anything this season, any women's game this season, you missed out on a great season. You missed out on a great time. I'll tell you, I even said this to the Lunatics on Twitter. They asked, they did a poll of what was the reason you went to men's basketball games this year, or basketball games in general. And I said men's games, I went for the free stuff. Women's, I went as an excited fan.
yeah. I mean, they had an incredible season.
I mean,
they
and you know,
broke all sorts of school
I got
records.
at least I think 3 or 4 T-shirts at women's games this year because I went so much.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, a heck of a year to go.
yeah,
Heck of a year to invest yourself in it,
yeah. No, I'm definitely going to be investing myself in it again next year.
because looks like a promising.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
the only people we lost were Macy Price and Denisha Womack. I mean, we still got Sadie Stepanovich, we got Jackie, we've got Jenny Valee, we've still got Madison Gitz. Madison Gitz was doing some really cool stuff during the WNIT tournament.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, hearing her name a lot. I mean, even
Yeah.
just in stuff that we were covering. You know.
Yeah, no, like I said, Coach Stone has got a really good rotation going.
Mm-hmm. And has lots to look
and I was
forward to in the
talking-
coming years.
Yeah, and transitioning into that, actually, Coach Stone, I tell you one thing about Coach Stone, she loves the fans. She is so appreciative of their support, and she instills that into the players. And heck, softball, same way, you know, Allie McFarland, we know.
Yeah.
Every time I go out there and, you know, talk to her after the game, she always says, thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Just
And I don't know if that's something
support.
that it's a SLU thing or if it's a thing from each individual coach, but if either way, it's a really good, cool thing to hear that.
yeah, we were talking. I mean, just to
'cause
see
the
the,
stere-
you know,
'cause
humility of.
the humility of our players. Because the stereotypical athlete portrayed in the media is, you know, somebody who's, you know, who's kind of a hothead and thinks
Yeah,
they're
not
all
very
that.
appreciative, and
You know, not very appreciative, a little arrogant. In
but
a
it's
way.
nice to see, you know, that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, I think that's
'cause
what's
that's just
different.
kind
That's
of
what's
what
different.
you hear, you know.
That's what's different about SLU, though. You know, our athletes here, you know, are really humble and real appreciative of all the fan support.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing. And transitioning to interacting with the fans, this last week, BT Sports was following the SLU coaching search. And you know what? And we hired Travis Ford, former OSU basketball coach. And I made a mistake. If any of you saw my tweet or Facebook post, I said Travis Floyd. That is my fault. I made a typo.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
A lot of people, I didn't know, but it was rumored, and I didn't want to say yes or no because SLU hadn't confirmed it. But then, sure enough, it was
Yeah.
confirmed. What have you got there in Wikipedia, Timmy?
Yeah, just pulling up. Actually, the fun trivia fact about Travis Ford, he had a very successful college career playing at both at Missouri, actually, and Columbia, the Tigers, and then at SEC powerhouse Kentucky. But after a failed attempt at an NBA career, he landed an acting role playing Danny O'Grady in the 1997 film The Sixth Man. So if you ever come across Coach Ford in person, you got a nice little a trivia fact for him.
Sure, in fact, yeah, you got that now, listeners.
But
That's
he's been coaching all over. Most recently Oklahoma State, where he took them to quite a few NCAA tournaments. He's been at Massachusetts in the Atlantic 10, I know I read somewhere.
I know. I don't know how the UMass fans are going to feel about him being with
Yeah.
SLU now. I've heard some fans say they're happy. Some fans say that he's going to get a quote unquote surprise whenever he gets to
Yeah.
UMass this season.
I saw somewhere when UMass played at Chaffetz, it played SLU. I think it was after he had, in one of these articles, after he had signed the job at SLU, he was talking, he took a stroll down campus with one of the coaches talking about what a lovely place St. Louis is, and how, he sees St. Louis as the potential to be a dominant powerhouse now that he's here. I mean, I think he's looking to take charge on that.
Yeah, and a really cool thing about Coach Ford, he's been really tweeting that he tweeted to the women's basketball team congratulating them on a great season, and he also tweeted to the Lunatics. Mm-hmm. He's telling them that they're going to be a big part of the program this next year.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, I hope Coach Ford is like Coach Stone when it comes to interacting with the fans.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him grab the mic after the games and say something to the fans, just like Coach Stone does.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, he already seems like he's getting invested in the community and wants to be.
And that's definitely what I want to see out of a coach. I mean,
wants to be a part of it.
All the coaches I had at Bethalto, they were all invested in the community. I mean, heck, a lot of them were even CM grads. Think about that. Mm-hmm. They were just coaching,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of, in high school, a little bit different than college.
Yeah, because it's probably a little bit tougher in college,
Yeah.
because you're on a
Right.
larger scale. So the fact that,
I'm talking to get alumni that are coaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like Coach Cruz did when he was at, Indiana, and he turned down Bob Knight. He turned down Bob Knight to coach, and Bob gave him a second chance, and he took it. Speaking of Bob Knight, I actually just watched him chucking that chair not too long ago.
Really?
Throwing that chair across the shooting lane.
That's an awesome clip. Bob Knight's a heck of a...
Well, I mean, Bob Knight, he didn't take anybody's crap.
Oh, no.
That's the cool thing about
He
Bob
didn't
Knight.
take it, but he'd give it.
He'd give it a lot. There's a profanity-laden halftime speech on YouTube.
Oh,
A
really?
really profanity-laden halftime speech.
I don't know if I've seen that. I might have. He's
Yeah.
got quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking here
covering
at
profanity.
I'm just looking here at his some stuff they said about it.
About Ford, Coach
Yeah,
Ford.
about Ford. I mean, hey, I'm really happy that we have a former A10 coach coaching us now.
Yeah, it'll be neat. Hopefully, and he's had some pretty good teams in the past. He's been a pretty great recruiter. But he came out saying that he's trying to sell SLU to local players. He wants to buy, not buy. He wants to try to recruit and get a lot of the local talent that, as we've seen just this year,
Jason Tatum,
which is a top. He's one of the top recruited or top sought after recruits in the nation. But
yeah,
so it'd be a tough one to gather. But just seeing that he sees that opportunity that this wonderful talent's leaving the area, and it'd be terrific for the program, for the community.
He wants to keep the talent local.
Yeah.
Like Sadie Stepanovich, she's in the 1,000-point club for women's, and she's a St. Louis native.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think, and I'm sure there's plenty of guys on our team that are.
I think one of the, I know there's a softball player, I think, from Edwardsville.
Yeah.
For our team, yeah. And with that town's the next town over for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Hopefully he could get, get that local talent back. Because he was saying he wants to lead SLU back to the kind of national relevancy that
Majerus brought
once
us
had. That'd be awesome if they could get back into a powerhouse where they were back a few years ago.
A lot of fans have been saying that this is a bad hire. It's going to be just as bad as Cruz, and I'm going, well, I don't think by your definition. The fans, all these fans were saying they wanted Cruz fired, and I'm going, no, Cruz was doing best with what he had.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just sad that they fired him, but I mean, I'm glad we hired Ford. And like you said, Timmy, I think Ford's going to be a good coach for us to work with in the near term future.
Because he's and I think his record. You can check his record. He's stressing a lot on recruiting, which I think is something especially with the players, the one and dones at Kentucky or Duke or wherever they are. There's so many just incredibly talented teams that the teams of, where you can get people to stay 4 years and get the camaraderie and leadership is great, but to be able to balance that with, get some of the blue chip recruits that are going to Kentucky and some of the bigger schools is what I think he's trying to seek after.
No, I'd like to see some more local talent on the team. I really would too. I kind of agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, the one thing I've really liked so far about him is he's been very active on social media and tweeting at the Lunatics, at women's basketball. He's been really, really invested in an active part of the community, and I like seeing that in the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I like. That's what I liked about coming from a small high school like I did, where you would see the superintendent of all people always out and about at events. Very approachable, personable. Our principal, middle school and high school, personable and approachable. Seeing Freddie, Dr. Pistello, I almost call him something we shouldn't call him on the air. Dr. Pistello across campus, like you're always seeing him. Like I got to pick with him during one of the during the Ball State game.
Yeah, the women's game.
Yeah, women's Ball State game. And you know what? That's just Dr. Pistello, and I like seeing him down there in the stands cheering with us.
Yeah, I think it is cool.
And they even put that in the new ad campaign for St. Louis U.
Really have
Dr.
Pistello.
A picture of Dr. Pistello in the fan section with the Lunatics.
Oh yeah,
it's in the new ad campaign for SLU.
Yeah, I think that's something. I mean, that's always pretty cool to see. That's something you want to see.
You want to see all the big wigs, down in there. That's why I like Undercover Boss so much.
Yeah,
because they're actually seeing what's going on.
Yeah, and be able to
get an idea of what needs to be improved.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that he's reaching out to this
the community,
students, the fan base, and trying to get really just try to get assimilated with SLU.
Definitely.
Before he's even really started.
And that's cool. From day one, he's invested in our community. I'm giving my seal of approval on this hire.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely giving my seal of approval on him.
Yeah, I'm interested and excited to see what he can hopefully do for the program.
Yeah, I'm looking here at just one of Ben Fredrickson from the Post. He did a scouting kind of a report on Coach Ford. I'm going to have to get used to saying Coach Ford instead of Coach Cruz.
It almost just slips out.
It's autopilot,
Yeah.
I got to turn the autopilot off. Hey, autopilot. Anyway. Yeah, you know that sound effect all too well, Timmy.
Yeah,
being a
right.
flight science major. Autopilot.
Heard that a couple times.
Anyway, though, let's see. Ford's got an 8-20. Ford has 8 20-win seasons and 6 tournament bids. Mm-hmm. 3 in the past 4. Think about that. If we got a coach like that.
I mean, that's really where we were, or where SLU was back with.
It's funny. I don't expect SLU fans to throw a parade down Compton. This is what Fredrickson says. I don't expect SLU fans to throw a parade down Compton, but color me cautiously optimistic. Here's why. Ford's 46. He's experienced but still hungry, and he carries no NCAA baggage. A potential program crippler fans always seem to overlook until a road coach runs their program into a ditch. I don't know what he means by NCAA baggage. What does he mean by that? Do you know, to me?
I think just that, he's kind of coming off. He doesn't have anything.
Oh, no, no penalties or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, he
wouldn't
clean.
have anything that people would look at and think, do we want this guy coaching here? He's been.
See, I'm good. Yeah,
much a class
for Ford,
act.
a tip: stop letting our schools pluck local talent out from under SLU's nose, and he's already focusing on local. So, yep, you got that right, Fredrickson.
Because even I know a lot of the local, besides Tatum, some of the guys in the area, whether they're maybe sophomores or juniors in high school right now, have already committed. I think Indiana State has one. Iowa's gotten at least one. I think from Chaminade, same place as Tatum.
Right.
So hopefully he can stop that.
What I'm really loving is this: SLU needs more than just a basketball coach. In this city's post-Rams sports world, a void exists. A winning coach who shows a willingness to recruit fans along with players could rekindle what the late Rick Madeira started. Midtown should be the place to be every winter. Chaffetz is built to rock.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
is.
awesome.
And it is built to rock. I mean, I love hearing that victory bell over there by Chaffetz all the time. Mm-hmm. I love hearing that thing.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be an awesome, atmosphere on campus if he could get.
If Coach Ford could really get it going again. But the thing is, though, if that happens,
but it might take a while too.
If that happens, what'll happen? We'll start having lotteries for basketball tickets
games.
again.
Yeah, which would be good. We don't have that anymore because there's no the demand's not there.
No, I'm really glad to see him. I mean, I think he's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I really am excited to see what he does with our program here.
Even if it takes,
a number of years to bring it back up to where Majerus had it.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 2 more years here, but
we could see the beginnings of it.
Yeah, for sure.
We could still see and talk about the beginnings
of it. It might not
of
flourish until we're gone, but yeah, I'm excited about
Definitely. But moving on to some more SLU men's basketball news.
Some kind
of sad news in a way.
Yeah.
St. Louis University sophomore forward Malik Yarborough announced on Twitter that he has withdrawn from the university and received his release in the program just hours after Ford was announced as the school's new basketball coach.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's related or what. I don't know if that's related or not.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's definitely going to be, and he came out, on Twitter.
Yeah.
Released a very nice,
Very nice note. Actually, I'll read it for you
thank
right
you,
here.
yeah.
I'll read it for you. I've got it up here. This is Yarborough on Twitter. Today, I have decided to withdraw from St. Louis University, and I have received my release, and I would like to thank everyone, the SLU staff, that has helped me through good times and bad. You guys are amazing. Teammates will continue to be my brothers, and I'll always be in contact. I would also like to thank the amazing fan base, always hyped and cheering us on through it all. Unfortunately, I feel it would be best for me to continue my education and collegiate career elsewhere. Again, thank you for being such an amazing part of my life. I pray for the best, and may God bless you all. Sincerely, Malik.
Yeah.
So he's going to be going somewhere else, I think. I think he's going to be transferring.
Yeah. Which I think that was
It was a good note. I'll
way to
give him credit
it,
for that. I mean, he made a good announcement, and then the Post picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah, and he had a great 2 years here.
Yeah, I mean, what's his stats for his career here?
Looking at?
Yeah, we're looking here. Total. I mean, he started 24 games and played in 59 of them.
Average 9 points throughout his 2 years, 10 his freshman year, and 7.7 this most recent year.
Yeah.
But he was, I think, on A10's freshman.
I think he was.
All conference.
I think he was an all conference guy. Yeah.
His freshman year, yeah. And then, he had a pretty decent year this year. It'll be sad to see him go, but
For sure. Yeah.
because he added a lot to the team. But hopefully with Ford, they can find someone to replace him and move on.
Yeah. Oh, I think we'll be able to replace him with somebody though. I mean, we've got some good depth on the men's team.
Yeah, for sure. Not that he won't be missed. But,
Oh, he'll be missed for sure. I mean, he was always out there giving 110%.
mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah.
Moving on to some important news that's still sweeping the nation right now. Yep, that's right. Moving on to NCAA basketball news right now, and Timmy and I, we always do a bracket challenge, kind of just a friendly one, and meal swipe's always up for grabs.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, I don't know how he did it, but Timmy pulled it off again this year.
It was pretty sloppy on both accounts.
Yeah, it was sloppy for both of us, but somehow Mr. Dayton pulled it off.
With no help from Dayton.
Yeah, with no help from Dayton. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Here's how it happened. My Final Four was Kansas versus Duke and Kentucky versus Virginia. Timmy's was Oklahoma versus Miami and Michigan State versus Kentucky. And since Oklahoma made it, that makes Timmy the winner.
Woohoo! 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. I know. I can never win.
But I only got one Final Four team right.
And had it ended up not working out,
you might have gotten more wins.
I think I had more wins, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I think I had more correct picks than Timmy, but
I got the farthest team.
He got the furthest team, and that's the first criteria.
I think you had more Elite Eight. No, we had the same amount of Elite Eight teams.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's a very sloppy bracket.
So Timmy is declared the winner, as much as I hate to say it.
Bring it on. We got, well, 2 more years while we do it. But
we got 2 more years, so hopefully I can go 2-2.
Tie it up. We'll see about that.
We'll see what happens.
But yesterday there were some games. In the tournament, it was
the Final Four games, and it ended up being
Villanova
versus Oklahoma, and Villanova pounded Oklahoma.
I think
the largest margin of win, the largest winning margin in NCAA tournament history.
It was like 44
point margin.
Yeah. It was insane.
It was insane. And then Syracuse versus North Carolina. Now, I was Syracuse. I was rooting for Syracuse.
Oh, I thought that would have been cool.
I wanted to see the underdog come out of that one.
I always, especially when my bracket gets busted, it's cool to see, You
would start rooting for the underdog.
Yeah, because you don't care. You have nothing invested, and then it's just fun to see them, upset the powerhouse like North Carolina.
Right.
But it didn't happen. North Carolina beat Syracuse by 17. and both games were pretty, from the get-go. They maintained about a 17-point lead the entire game. I mean, no, it wasn't even close. And the Villanova just clobbered Oklahoma.
Yeah, Villanova
obviously.
clobbered Oklahoma, but it was a battle in the Syracuse game until about second half. Then UNC ran away with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be an interesting Final Four, interesting championship game tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think we're both rooting for.
We're both rooting for
Villanova.
Nova, go Nova.
I don't know if any of the listeners out there have a different opinion on the Villanova North Carolina matchup tomorrow night, but BT Sports is rooting for Villanova.
Yeah, both halves of BT Sports rooting for Villanova.
I mean, we might get some call-ins with some arguments on that one, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, just an update on the Cardinal game. The Cardinals did drop it 4-1 against.
Oh, they gotta run though.
Yep, they got to run. And you know what? We'll go ahead and take this call. It is about that time, and I'll give you I'll give the number out after this call. I'll go ahead and take it to start her off this week.
Alrighty.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hello.
I want North Carolina to win.
Say it again.
I want North Carolina to win.
Okay. Any particular reason why? Okay. Okay. I think
Looks
that
like
he just called to say he wanted North Carolina to win.
Oh, I couldn't even. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
that's what
saying?
it was. I like
right,
North
well.
Carolina to win is what I heard.
Well,
And I said, okay, particular reason why? And then he hung
didn't
up.
get a response.
No response there.
Well, maybe he'll call back and give.
Maybe he'll give a response. The number to call, I'm going to go ahead and give it
Yeah.
out since we're at the bottom
Go
of
for
the
it.
hour now. Area code 314-977-1581. And Timmy and I will be taking the calls, and I guess Timmy will have the next one whenever it rains.
Sounds like a plan.
We're
And
going to go ahead and move into the, we were talking a little bit about the,
there we go.
Well.
It looks like we'll be busy today.
go ahead and take it, Timmy.
This is BT Sports. You're talking to Tim.
Hey, what's up, Timmy?
Not a whole lot. How are you doing?
Just rooting for Dayton in the final game.
Dayton didn't make it.
Oh, really?
No, they lost in the round of 64, actually, like a long time ago,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
like in March.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if you think that Dayton is going to be in trouble now that we got this new coach.
If Dayton's gonna be in trouble because SLU's new coach,
Yeah, like, I heard that he's kind of a hothead, and they got some North Carolina kids on his team. So,
I missed that. Pardon
give
me.
us injustice, if you know what I'm saying.
I have no idea what you were saying.
No, you do.
I'm having a tough time making out that last part, but yeah, I think both BT Sports parts are.
Oh, Hail King Donald!
What? Hello? All right.
Okay, then.
Here
we go again with the
right.
crazy stuff. We had praise Allah, praise Jesus. Now the phrase of this year is going to be all hail King Donald. No, obviously a reference to Donald Trump.
Yeah. Taking over BT Sports. But yeah, I'd love to talk on Dayton SLU basketball, but we'll wait until maybe there's another call in on that.
Maybe another caller that actually, is not there to does not have somebody running from the background and yell all hail King Donald.
Yeah. All right, Bobby. You got this one.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, this is Tom.
Oh, hey, Tom.
How's it going, man?
It's going good.
So I've been listening, and it sounds like neither one of you had North Carolina in your Final Four. And I'm kind of wondering what that's all about.
We just didn't think North Carolina would pull it off. That's just it. I know I didn't think so. Timmy, I don't know about you over there.
I was pulling for. I hate Kentucky, but I was pulling for Kentucky to beat North Carolina because that's how much I hate North
I
Carolina.
expected that kind of amateurism from Timmy with Bobby. I expected more from you.
Well, you know what? I still thought Kentucky was going to do it, so that's why I. How far did I have UNC even go? That's a question. I put them through to the. Sweet 16. I said they'd play Kentucky, and Kentucky would beat them and advance to the Elite Eight. So I had North Carolina to the Sweet
man.
16.
It's a shame. Well, I mean, I called in about a month ago and predicted that UNC would win the championship and that Dayton would exit in the first round. So
Well, you got the Dayton part right at least, but UNC
Yeah.
win the championship. Yeah, that didn't. Well, actually, I think it can still happen. Actually,
it's about to happen.
I say no.
What? You still don't believe, Bobby?
I still
What do they have to do?
No, I don't believe.
What about Timmy? What does Timmy think?
You heard me. I'm rooting for Villanova, and I think Villanova's got
Wow.
the
Wow.
firepower to do it.
Wow. Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say BT Sports should have a viewing party and live broadcast.
Yeah, have a live
we can-
broadcast on air of the game.
Yeah.
Did you see
We
the
can hear
Villanova
you.
game?
Watch Villanova lose and UNC reign supreme.
Is that what's gonna happen? They beat Oklahoma by 44 points, Thomas. Does that
Well-
ring nothing to you?
Oklahoma is no UNC.
Syracuse is no Oklahoma. Syracuse was a 10 seed. They barely made the tournament, Thomas. I mean, it's a good
Yeah, but
win.
then they-
17 points is a substantial win, but it's not a substantial team.
I mean, we played other substantial teams on the road to the Final Four, so
Well, I agree to disagree. I'm calling for the Wildcats. You can vote for whatever North
All right.
Carolina's mascot
well, you
is.
can expect a call next week.
Oh, you can
For-
expect a call tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh.
I look forward to it.
Alrighty. Go
All right,
Wildcats.
talk to you boys later. Go Tar Heels.
We always love hearing from Tom, but no, to me, I mean, if we're not busy tomorrow night, we might be able to sit down and watch it together.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
We can discuss.
Yeah,
that
we'll discuss
We'll
that
talk about it
after,
after the show,
but-
but no, it might be a possibility.
Yeah.
A virtual BT Sports outing.
Yeah, right?
Okay, you
got
went
this
and
one.
take this one. You go ahead and take it.
All right. BT Sports, this is Tim. How can I help you?
Black Lives Matter.
Okay, somebody else is pranking us.
We're having quite the few call-ins today.
Here we are.
That's for sure. Not all of them are sports related, but that's all right. It happens.
It happens. Yes, it does. Okay, moving on now. So we're getting ready to talk a little bit about about North Carolina Villanova.
Yeah. I think it'll be an interesting game. I mean, obviously, the Final Four so far has been kind of not as exciting, I think, as most people were probably hoping or anticipating, with a combined of, what is that, like 61 point, a total of 61 point margin between the two games.
Right.
Not what everybody's looking to see, but yeah, I think from the get-go, North Carolina was, maybe besides Kansas, favored to win it all, and so
To me, you got to take
I
it
think-
since you had a
yeah.
prank last time.
alrighty. BT Sports, you're talking to Tim. How can I help you?
Hello. Can I talk to Timmy?
Yeah, let me switch you over real quick. All right, BT Sports, you're talking to Timmy. How can I help you?
Oh, hey, Timmy. All right, so I was going to ask, do you support Donald Trump?
We are only talking about sports issues on this show, hence the title BT Sports. We can maybe discuss political issues on a separate note.
All hail King Trump.
Okay. There we
Oh,
go.
well, Yep.
There's another King Trump call.
Another King Trump call. Yeah. Okay. Update on the Martinsville race. NASCAR was doing a race at Martinsville. Looks like Kyle Busch won, AJ Allmendinger second, and Kyle Larson third. I don't know where my boy Jimmy Johnson finished, but I can get that info in about half a second. So
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and get that info. We'll talk more about Villanova while it comes up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for it. I know I was hoping for Oklahoma because they got their stud guard Bobby Heald, but obviously didn't pan out. You want to take this one,
Yeah, I'll
Bobby?
go ahead and take it. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
You remind me of Bernie Sanders.
Okay. Another prank call.
Getting a lot of
them this week.
Yeah. But that's such is the case.
That is the
What
life
happens
of
when
BT
you open up
Sports.
the open up the calls.
Yep. I'm trying to
Um,
get the leaderboard here, but I don't think it's pulling up for some reason.
of the Martinsville race.
Yeah, I can't get the leaderboard for some reason. We'll try. Hang on a second. Let's try this instead. I'm troubleshooting over here, ladies and gentlemen, while Timmy continues to talk here.
Yeah, I think North Carolina's got, they're arguably their best player, Marcus Page, who maybe there'll be some opposition to this, but with how well the Villanova backcourt did, holding Bobby Heald to I think maybe 4 of 12 from shooting or from a field goal, and I think maybe only had 8 or 12 points. I would expect to see a similar trouncing on North Carolina's Marcus Page by Josh Hart on the front court. So it'll be an interesting game. Looking forward to watching it.
No, definitely, especially if we can sit down and watch it together and then talk about it next week.
Yeah, do our a virtual BT Sports outing.
We say virtual because we're just sitting there watching TV together.
Yeah, instead of actually going to the game, but
right.
It's a little short notice, a little expensive for that.
Yeah.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take it. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hi, Bob.
Hello.
Hello, Akbar.
Oh, here we go again with more prank calls.
Well, I don't really know.
I don't really, we
how to transition from
we've
that.
We've barely gotten some good calls today, and I'm not getting the leaderboard to pull up on my computer either. My computer keeps freezing tabs.
Well, let me try on my
website would be NASCAR.com.
Since it's not a Mac, maybe it'll.
It might work. I think my Safari might be a little bit messed up right now. I might have to look at it later on.
Yeah, I don't know. This might not be pulling up either. Taking a little bit.
It's taking a little bit of time. We'll talk about something else while it pulls up here.
If it comes, but yeah. So I think we'll discuss on that if we want to get together and watch that game. But
definitely discuss that. So we're moving on to just some quick hitters. Oh,
yeah.
We're on some quick hitters after this call.
Got this one?
Yeah, I'll take it. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Can I talk to Timmy, please?
Yes, you can.
Hello there. This is Timmy. How can I help you?
Oh, hey, Timmy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing just dandy.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so I was listening to you guys talk earlier, and you're saying how you thought it was a good idea for the Blues to pull out. I wanted to get your personal opinion if you thought it was always a good to pull out in these types of situations, or if it's better to stay in.
Not exactly sure. And the
Blues, the St. Louis,
Blues,
the hockey team that was before.
They're
pulling out, but I don't know if they should stay in.
I think they should.
You think pull out is?
I think they should just give it their all. Every.
No. I want a direct quote.
I'm not. Do you want to take this one, Bobby?
I think I'm losing my mind now. Yeah.
Okay, here's what my opinion are. If you're trying to say they should pull out of St. Louis, no, they should not. They should stay in St. Louis. They've got a great fan base here to support them, and Tom Stillman gets that, the owner of the Blues. So they need to stay in St. Louis, and they should stay in. They should give it their all, like Timmy said.
Okay, I agree with you, Bobby. I just want to see if Timmy actually was talking about. I'm glad I got one sports scholar.
I apologize on that. I don't think I missed the reference.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for the call in.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to mouth over there to let you know that hey, he's talking about the Blues pulling out of St. Louis.
Yeah, okay.
We didn't say that explicitly. We talked about the Rams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what he was going for. He was kind of tying that to the there.
And
I was trying to emotion you to tell that's what was going on. I'm trying to give you the producer cue,
And then Bobby did clarify they should not pull out. And all right, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it.
Alrighty.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in about the last caller. I agree with you, Bobby, that it's just never a good idea for a team to pull out ever. I don't know why anyone would want to pull out. It just feels so much better.
Yeah, well, I think the reason Stan Kroenke pulled the Rams out of town is because he thought he could get more money in L.A. and then he'll be bankrupt in a few years. Mark my words, he'll be bankrupt in a few years. Okay, they hung up whoever it was.
Probably just giving his little
Just talking
input
and
on
giving
it.
their input. And that's fine by us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
No, it's really cool.
Especially when the callers are,
they're getting a little bit better now.
Yeah, and they're discussing, they're listening to what the other callers are saying, and
And they're talking. They're
maybe that other caller will,
fire back too. And that's what we want to see on the show.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the first time that's ever actually happened.
Where they
in the
call
history
in
of the
about
show.
another call.
Calling about another caller. Yeah.
Yeah, so we
give their
appreciate
opinion.
those.
Yeah, that's really cool. And moving on to just some quick hitters now. We'll finish up the show. I'm pretty sure. So we'll have a little bit of discussion on each.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Women's soccer. So a lot of the fall teams have released their exhibition schedules for the spring, including women's soccer here. They will be. They have 6. Oh well. Timmy, you go ahead and take it.
Okay. BT Sports, you're talking to Tim. How can I help you?
I'm going to rail your throat, Timmy.
Okay, another caller that went really wrong.
Yeah, Well,
Oh well, but you know what? Well, yeah, we're talking about women's soccer here.
get back to the
They've got
the soccer.
6 games on their spring schedule. They're going to go to Illinois, so I'm assuming U of I.
Mm-hmm.
April 9th is a 1 p.m. game. And then SIUE is going to come over here to Herman April 15th at 7. SLU's going to travel to Illinois State April 23rd, 6 p.m. So that's a 23rd game on the 6 p.m. game on the 23rd. They're going to conclude the spring slate with home games against UMSL at noon and Millikan Alumni on May 1st at 11 a.m.
Those alumni games, I think, are
They're always fun to watch. I'm hoping that game we might be able to do that game.
the alumni game.
Yeah, the alumni game. Watch
May
that one.
1st.
May 1st at 11 a.m. I'm looking what May 1st is.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
Well, then, yeah, we should.
It's a Sunday, and even better, softball's out of town. Baseball's here at noon, but we can probably do that game. Just talk about it.
And that'll be the Sunday before exams start.
Yeah, actually, it'll be a Sunday of finals week.
Yeah, like we'll have.
Right. So we have that Sunday, then the final day of class, then the study day,
for
then
sure.
finals.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, we'll
Because
talk.
then we can recap it on the next Sunday, probably the last show.
Actually, that is the last show that day. Oh, but yeah, we still could
Unless we
recap
wanted
it
to do
that day. That day we'll recap it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, I
And
love that.
That will be the last show. Actually, May 1st will be the last show of the season.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. We should
And
plan
then
on that.
18 players are coming back,
Yeah,
so that's gonna be fun. I wanted to see that one.
yeah, especially the alumni game. That'll be
Yeah, that'll be fun.
that'll be fun. But we'll also have to get some more BT Sports outings before that, which
Hopefully that we can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were gonna do some
We're
this
gonna try
weekend,
to-
but
it just didn't work
it
out.
didn't work out. Yeah, a lot of them. So here, moving on to some baseball news now. Freshman pitcher Miller Hogan has been named the A10 Conference Rookie of the Week for a second time, and it's the 4th weekly accolade for Billikens in the spring season.
Yeah,
He threw 5.2 innings against Dayton on March 26, allowing 3 hits, all singles, and 1 earned run, walking 3 and striking out 5. He got the win, his second of the season.
yeah.
And the Billikens will
More
be...
power to you.
Billikens are traveling... Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. That was this last week. So I'm just running through some... That's just a quick hitter there. Softball, another A10 accolade. Junior center fielder Mackenzie Peters has been named the A10 Softball Co-Player of the Week for games played. This would have been the past week.
Yeah.
It's her second this season and 4th of her career. Let's see, a pair of 2-hit outings the week before that week. She was named co-player. 600 batting average with 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 5 runs, 5 walks.
Yeah.
Peter turned in
Wow.
a 750 on base percentage and a 1500 slugging percentage, and struck out just once in 16 play appearances.
She is killing it.
Yeah, she leads softball Bills in batting average, 350, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs, 28 hits, 9 doubles, 25 runs, 454 on base percentage, 66 total bases, and 825 slugging percentage.
Jeez. And all of the NCAA.
And in all the NCAA, she's 20th in home runs per game at 30.33, 30th in slugging percentage, and 50 in doubles per game, again, .33.
Wow.
She leads the A10 in home runs, slugging percentage, and total bases, 2nd in RBIs, doubles, and runs, 3rd in walks at 15, and 11th in batting average.
That is something we do have to get out to a softball game at some point soon.
We do, and actually, they were supposed to play Missouri Wednesday, and the first 250 fans would get a free Billiken T-shirt, but that game ended up getting rained out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for whenever they're going to do those shirts again.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We've got a contact though. I can talk to her about and see if she knows anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do that, especially with how they're currently playing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been to a few games. They haven't played that good, but they're getting a lot better now.
Yeah.
That's good. They're getting warmed up a little bit. Student athletes continue to be recognized for their work in the classroom. 144 Billikens were honored in the A10 Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll, which was released on the 29th of March by the A10 office.
And they go on to list all of them.
144, yeah, there's a big list. But yeah, so 144 Billiken student athletes had a GPA of 3.5 or better in the fall of 2015.
Yeah.
That shows just how much we focus on academics and sports.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I'm sure that's got to be one of the ranked third out of the A10
Yeah,
in the number of honorees.
definitely, it's awesome. 69 of our athletes recorded straight A's.
Wow.
It's awesome.
And this is the second most in school history, one shy of last spring's number of 145 Billikens. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome. Big shout out to all the athletes. But had Kemp not gotten that AP, this would have been Fireball.
Yeah, and I mean, but you know who was on the women's basketball list for Jackie Kemp?
Jackie Kemp was on here.
So
Yeah. Basketball was Gitz, Jakubisik, Kemp, McMahon, Nelson, Price, Rakers, and Vliet.
Mm-hmm.
And men's basketball was Bartley, Crawford, and Eagleton. Moving on, I'm just looking around through these to see if there are any names that I recognize from stuff.
yeah, there's a boatload.
Boatload, yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, our SLU TV sports anchor, she's on there for field hockey.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. It's got some soccer guys, some women's soccer guys. Yeah, softball, there's some names I recognize there. Yeah, including Mackenzie Peter. A guy I recognize on swimming. And then, yeah, just looking through the rest of them here. Yeah, and that's it, yeah.
yeah,
Let's
that's really something.
You get the idea, though. I mean, that shows just how, how small our campus
I
really
mean,
is.
3.5. Yeah. Oh, that you can.
Then I have, names that I know from the list
Yeah.
there. It's awesome, though.
Yeah. So big shout out to all the student athletes out there,
That are doing good,
past and
grade-wise.
present.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. So the men's team baseball traveled to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, to play Mizzou, and they lost 5-3.
That brings them. What are they at?
12 and 13 as
12
of
and
that
13.
game. There's been
Yeah.
some games since though.
Yeah.
So we have an updated record though. Quick hitters there. Women's on 31st. Women's collected their school record 12 straight win
For tennis.
for tennis. Yes, and so they just edged out SIU Carbondale 4-3 for the 12th straight win of
Wow.
the season for them. That's awesome.
Another awesome. Yeah. Fantastic feat.
And April 7th, they're going to Des Moines for a match against Drake.
Huh. Yeah, that's something we don't often cover the
Tennis, but I mean
tennis, but especially now that spring sports are starting to really
really
peak
start
up.
getting fired up. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
going to see all that on SLUBillikens.com.
yeah, for sure that'll be
And so this was a really cool game. On the first, so this would have been Friday. Friday, George Mason was here, and the Billikens shut them out, 15-0.
they smoked them.
Smoked them. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this call now that we can go ahead and take some calls again.
Alrighty.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hi, Bob.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Well, he called before. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that I know him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we hit. So yeah, 5 home runs.
Yeah. 15-0 off 5.
It's like that softball game
dingers.
against SIU Carbondale where they just kept hitting home runs, and that's how the Lady Bills got short gamed.
That's a heck of a game.
Listen to this. Eckelman was our starting pitcher. He got the decision, the win, 7 innings pitched of 9.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
His arms got to be ripped.
I
7
guess so. Yeah.
strikeouts.
Yeah. 2 walks, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts. That's awesome.
And that game puts him at unless
Yeah,
was just 2 days
put
ago.
him at
13.
13.
4-0 in the A10.
Nice. Tim, you go and take it.
All right, this is BT Sports. You're talking to Tim.
Hi.
Okay, there's that guy again.
And
You go ahead and take it.
alrighty, BT Sports. This is Tim.
Okay, can you describe exactly what you mean when you say that the pitcher's arm was ripped?
What I meant by the I don't know. So what I meant when the pitcher's arm was ripped, Just very worn out, very, you know. Do you want to, like unable to be used anymore? You know.
Oh, all right. So, like, could you, like, rip someone? Or, like, how do you exactly get ripped? Like,
Through.
would someone have to physically be doing the ripping?
No, it wouldn't. It would be more, you know, just like extreme use, and like extended use over a prolonged period of time. No matter what, you know, no matter what the cause is, a lot of athletes can get ripped out in different.
Oh,
You
so
know.
kind of like your throat.
Okay, there we go again with that one.
Yeah. Not really.
Not really sure 100%. We thought that was going to be a good one.
Yeah, but
I don't.
so
Oh, well.
note to self: change vocabulary on the show.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, the baseball team.
Yeah, no, I mean, probably his arm, was probably worn out from all that pitching. I mean, but he probably didn't have to pitch that much. To tell you the truth.
If they didn't score.
He didn't score, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, the guy pitched 7 innings,
Yeah.
5 home runs. That's amazing.
And looking, Tyler Zombro, George Mason's pitcher, pitched .2 innings.
He just pitched the first 2 outs of the
but
game before
gets
they
the
brought
loss.
a reliever in.
Yeah, and had 6
Wow.
earned runs.
Man, that's bad. Go ahead and take it to
That was
me.
rough. BT Sports, this is Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Okay, here we go again with that guy.
All right.
We've had the same
Got
people calling in.
some decent
Some decent
call-ins.
calls, definitely.
Some doozies.
So moving on to that, I got the box score here, but we've kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
Moving on to softball, they were Atlas in Philadelphia. Softball in Philadelphia. They end up splitting with LaSalle. 4-3, a very narrow loss in game 1, 4-3, and then
Turned it around.
Turned it around 10-2, and this would have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to look here. Let's see. Game 1, St. Louis scored twice in the 6th. Everingham smacked an RBI single, and then Alyssa Tarquino, a.k.a. Tark. I'm going to call her down. That's what they call her. RBI single. Her RBI single followed McFarland's 2-out double, made it 3-2. Billikens pulled even in the 7th. Buckles singled with 2 away and scored on Peters' double. Leadoff homer in the bottom of the 7th gave LaSalle the win.
Yeah.
So it was a really, really close game. Game 2, though, Nickel led off the game with her 4th home run of the season. The Billikens registered 2 more first-inning runs on a wild pitch and a passed ball. LaSalle scored... McFarland launched a 3-run homer, her 4th of the year, with 2 outs in the 3rd to give St. Louis 6-0 cushion.
Wow.
LaSalle scored twice in the 4th, and the Explorers had the bases loaded with nobody out when Lore relieved starter Laney Knieb. Lore induced a 1-2-3 double play and a lineup to keep the score 6-2. That's a good job there.
Yeah.
Billikens 6th, Lord delivered the plate with a 3-run double, and then Madeline Brungart closed the scoring out with a 2-out RBI double in the 7th. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then they
It's a heck of a way
played
to-
today at 11. We don't have a wrap-up of that game right now.
But yeah, it's a heck of a way to come out of just a slight loss and then smoke them.
And then yesterday, baseball was here playing Mason again, 15-6 win. So they managed to score this time.
Yeah.
Again, though, Hogan pitched 7 innings.
Jeez.
I know our pitchers are pitching long term.
And looks like
And this is college ball.
yeah. And it looks like even there that he had 0
Yeah, he didn't.
earned runs.
No earned runs. Just
so
one.
all those six
I-
runs must have come in the
It must come later on,
No,
yeah.
wait.
Or that one run that would happen during his tenure, I think, was probably an error. Probably an error on somebody or something. Let's see here. Scoring summary. Trying to see if I can figure it out here.
by inning.
Yeah, by
I
inning. Do you have that handy by inning?
don't
Play by.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But it's just curious to see that there.
Um,
Moving on to some soccer. The men's spring opener. It was a draw. 1-1 Billikens Xavier. It was a draw.
which not that, I mean, well,
Draws happen in soccer. So that's
yeah,
the thing.
for sure. I mean,
So Billikens continue their spring slate next Saturday when they host Missouri State at Herman for a 6 p.m. first kick. BT Sports outing,
hopefully,
maybe?
yeah. I'm trying to think again. Yeah, we'll discuss
we'll
that.
talk
But
after the thing. But yeah, it could be a BT
Saturdays.
Sports outing.
Yeah.
And then moving on to some track news, and that'll be what we close the show with is this track news here. School records. St. Louis Track and Field competed in 3 states this weekend, and a school record was reached at each. In California, freshman Manuel DeBacker registered a new school record in the 10,000 meters at the San Francisco State Distance Carnival. He finished the race in a time of 30 minutes, 1.32 seconds, bettering the previous mark by Brian Holdmeyer in 2012. Freshman Wes Schonthal is the new school record holder in the 1500. He ran a time of 3 minutes 51.29 seconds at a Texas relays to lower the school mark set last season by Michael Scolarci. I'm botching all these names, and I'm sorry if you're listening.
But congratulations, Wes.
Yep. 2 school records fell at the WashU Invitational in St. Louis. Good to hear
Wow,
that.
they're
Mackenzie Bonk exceeded her own school record in the 100, crossing the finish line in 12.18 seconds. You probably asked me to run 100 meters.
Jeez.
It'll probably take me 60 seconds to run 100 meters.
Yeah.
Probably more than that. 12
seconds. Wow.
Whew, man. And then DJ Owens bettered his own school record in the triple jump, posting a mark of 14.03 meters. Think about 14 meters. That's at least 14 meters. Meters about 3 feet. So think about that. 14 times 3 is what? About 40 feet.
Yeah. Wow.
40 feet. I mean, that's through the ceiling here in the Case Loose Studios.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. So congratulations, everybody that broke records, Wes.
Definitely.
Congratulations, track team. Congratulations, Billiken student athletes.
Yep. And on that note, that's the end of the show for this week. We thank you for listening and joining us. And as always, I'm Bobby Stillwell.
I'm Tim Shagru.
And we will see you next week, same time, same place.